Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. Today we're going to do a review for Azlan, Rise of the Burlpups VR, a VR tower defense game released on the Steam store December 21st, 2020. Wait, that's not right. It says December 21st, 2020 on the Steam store, but I'm pretty sure it was December 15th, 2020 on the Steam store by developer Ministry of Immersion. It's available for the Valve Index, HTC Vive, Oculus Rift, and Windows Mixed Reality. It normally retails for $19.99. I got a free Steam key through the Steam Creator Connect program to review this game. So let's go ahead and review Azlan Rise of the Burlpups. So Azlan Rise of the Burlpups is a tower defense game. It's a very traditional tower defense game for VR where basically you have a board in front of you and you place towers. It's very simple, it's very basic. It almost feels like a mobile VR game just because the VR interactions are very simple and there just isn't much to the gameplay. You only have 3 types of towers and you can upgrade those towers, but that really is the whole game throughout. There are different types of enemies and this game is very beautiful. I really like the art style. That's probably the best thing about Azlan Rise of the Burlpups is the different scenes. It's one of the prettier tower defense games in VR, but unfortunately it's held back just by the very basic gameplay. And I just found that you just have to kind of guess, and I was able to surpass the levels after multiple attempts just through trial and error, figuring out what towers work, which ones don't in the different maps with the different types of enemies. And it is just really luck. You'll see here in my gameplay that I was using one type of tower throughout. That was because earlier I had tried a combination of the 3 different towers and it just wasn't working, so I went, well, let me go ahead and try all crossbows and see how that works, but it didn't work. In the subsequent attempt I tried all cannons and actually that did work, so just by placing only cannons I was able to get through the level with really no difficulty at all, other than having to place your hero across the map to try to take down enemies to get the coin upgrades for the cannons, and being able to put them all over the map. And once you're set up and you can pretty much beat the rest of the level without much challenge. Although definitely trying to find the right combination or the right tower to use can be challenging, but that's really what the challenge of this game is. Just learning through trial and error. It really does extend the gameplay because sometimes you think certain combinations work and they don't, and then you just randomly try something different just for no reason, and that one gets you through the level. So I found it to be just a game where you just learn through trial and error, and that's pretty much all there is to it. So while it is challenging, it's not for the right reasons, and the gameplay is just too basic. Even though it does have a lovely art style and the enemies all look good as they're walking through the map. And I just wish it had better gameplay to complement the visuals of this game. Also holding the game back is just some of the VR interactions. A lot of them are point and click. And unfortunately there is no locomotion, so you do really need a room scale setup to be able to reach to the left and reach to the right in order to just start the level, and also to be able to place some of the turrets. You can adjust the height of the board, so you can play seated at times, but you will need to stand up also because again you're placing some towers that are pretty far apart. Now there is snap turning, but since you have to get up to place the towers, it almost doesn't make any sense of why there is snap turning in this game. It really doesn't help you at any point of this game. You can adjust the height of the board, but I do wish there was a way to move the board side to side. That way you can play comfortably seated. I think that's a really missed opportunity in this game. And I think the interactions could have been better polished, more interactive than they are right now. It's really just a matter of touching the turrets and then touching the base tower and then you just place them. And to upgrade the tower, you just press trigger, and to sell them, you just press up on the joystick. I thought the interactions just could have been more smooth and polished overall than the way they were implemented here. It really makes it feel a little bit clunky and just a little bit like a mobile VR game instead of a PC VR game. Per the developer, there's 8 levels, and I believe they say 7 hours of gameplay and 30 different enemies. Got to the 6th level and it took me about 3.5 hours to get there, and I wasn't doing particularly well, so I don't know if it really takes 7 hours, but it might if you're just really bad at this type of game. This game is running on the Unity engine. On my RTX 3080, I was getting a steady 90 frames per second. I did not experience any major bugs during my gameplay. However, I do feel this game is a little overpriced for what it is. 20 bucks is kind of expensive for what you're getting here. However, it is an early access and the developers do plan on adding more content. I just think it has some fundamental problems. The gameplay is just too simple. So because of that, I'm only going to give this game a 5 out of 10. I think there's much better tower defense games in VR. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. If you liked my review, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a wonderful day. Goodbye.